I came here in 1978 and was hired as a small animal surgeon. I was fortunate enough to meet up early on with Ed Gillette, and Ed was a radiation biologist and radiologist and recognized the value of companion animal cancer. At the same time I did, my training was in New York, and I was fortunate enough to have training at Sloan Kettering across the street from the Animal Medical Center, and later a fellowship at the Mayo Clinic, which solidified the value of animal cancer. Ed was able to procure 2 large 5-year grants, 5 years each, through the National Cancer Institute called Program Project Grants. Through indirect cost recovery and salary savings, we were able to develop a service that only did oncology. So it was in the early 80s that we actually had a clinical service, which began with me and a nurse and finally a resident.
Thank you so much for everything you're doing for him.
This is in the years before there was any accreditation for residencies or fellowships. So our first board certified resident was in 1983 in medical oncology. And since then we've trained over 100 medical oncologists, radiation oncologists, pathologists, and surgical fellows. We're very proud of that. I think we've dispersed these people all across the world.
You've all seen enough in a week to know that that is most likely osteosarcoma.
You know, we have what we call the Wall of Fame, and that's all the people that are board certified in a clinical discipline of one form or another. We have another Wall of Fame, which is our research graduate students, but training people with like-minded philosophies about how to treat people right, how to treat animals right, how to impact human disease at the same time you're impacting animal disease. And that's what you want, is we sort of the Mayo Clinic philosophy of treat people right and they'll treat you right. And job satisfaction is wonderful in this business, even though we're treating a tough disease. For me, that's the greatest satisfaction, is to see like-minded people that go out and build programs in the shadow of what we've done. We reached capacity. The hospital got quite tired of us because we were slowly encroaching on janitors' closets and various places to get space. So Jim Voss, who was the dean then and very progressive in his thinking, said we should build our own cancer center. And I had no idea what that meant. We were charged with raising $10 million, which seemed like well, it was and still is a formidable task. But we were lucky enough to get major donors like Hadley Stewart, Bob and Mary Flint, and others to contribute. And we built this 35,000 square foot clinic. And it really impacted on me the value of philanthropy, that you could be okay if you waited for the state to do what it's supposed to do, or you could be great if you had the access to grateful clients. And that's what our philanthropy is all dedicated to.
Hello, my name is Doug Seuss. And this is my lifelong friend and companion, Bart the Bear. He may be big, and he may be strong, and you might recognize him as an actor, but he's also a cancer survivor. We want to tell you how grateful we are for the overwhelming compassion and the professional doctors and staff at the Colorado State University Animal Cancer Center. Please help us continue to save lives.
Yeah, so we've got it over my life.
We've always had a philosophy of the 4 C's, and I always get the C's different each time, but congenial, collegial, cooperative, and collaborative. It's always been a team effort. We value everybody's input, we value everybody's intellect, we value everybody's dreams. As it goes forward, this sense of collaboration and pride in the Flint Animal Cancer Center as a unit is what drives us. You get bogged down sometimes thinking that we can't cure everything. Well, we can't today. But I look where we were 40 years ago. It was a test and slaughter for cancer. When I went through vet school, cancer was not treated really. You got some cortisone and you went home. And today, look where we are. Radiation, chemo, immuno, advanced surgical techniques. We are getting better. You just have to have faith that your hard work and technology in general is going to bring us all up. Cancer's a tough disease. You know, we're all vulnerable to the goods and the bads of treating cancer. But if you see that you're making progress, albeit slow, and for me, I've obviously got the long view, but I see where we were in the 70s and I see where we are now. It's just not even the same disease. You know, we still have huge challenges, but we are definitely making progress. Because of teamwork, congeniality, collegiality, collaboration, I'm positive about the future.